This should be fine though. We are ready to see some British players facing against some British players. Maybe Scott is in there. What happened to the main menu? What? More content? They added ads on the front screen? For DLCs? No, the multiplayer is so small. How will I find that? With my click precision. And you've got ads for the in-game ads here now? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What the hell is this? Can I deactivate that? I can pause it. At least no gambling. Yeah, well, they asked me. I had a big sponsorship opportunity. Yeah, I turned it down. Obviously. I wanted to support our tournament prize pool soon, yes. Great Britain B vs Great Britain C without gambling support in DM Nations Cup, however. Legend DOOF, Huggie, Yeoman and King Boo for Great Britain B versus wildbeast, Happytheandy, Pete and Breakfast for Great Britain C. So in RM, Great Britain C would probably win. Huggie, Yeoman and Boo could be decent. Maybe Boo could carry that. But I think I would favor Great Britain C if it was RM. It is of course not RM though. It is Deathmatch. I can send you the payment link to remove the ads. You want to hear the voice channel? I think they are even in public voice, so theoretically you could. Huggie's not there though. Just the Yeoman and Boo in DM Discord. Where is my Pong sign up? I don't know, where is your Survivors of Buzzy random sign up at, man? Okay, play ping. Wanna play ping pong? I go outside. Which public voice channel? Don't actually do it. The DM Discord. And he had a power cut, so delayed. No, I need to play my Specialist Cup set. Can't wait. Your Survivors of Bazzy random sign up. I think the brackets are out, right? I haven't looked at it on Slow Discord, but I did sign up. No, it's here. Oh, the brackets. Still no brackets. You can still sign up. Maybe you can still sign up. That's the link to John Slow's. That's the link to the sign up channel of Survivors of Bazzy Random. I think it's over, right? Yesterday, here's when I wake up tomorrow, 4 GMT gets processed. Yesterday, I don't know, it's very confusing when they end. It's closed? Unlucky. But I'm in 3 specialist divisions and I'm gonna play Survivors of Bazzy Random, that's enough for me for now. Oh shit, I still need to schedule a Hakimi set as well. No, 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 don't actually sign up, Hitman. I might have to play you. No, 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 no. But I guess that's definitely something you'd want to play, no? I mean, you're the big hyper random guy, and that's Bazzy random, so relatively close to hyper random. Bit crazier, but roughly 50 plus hours right now. Aren't we all? We are. Huggie, Yeoman, King Boo and Legend are in voice channel, so at least Great Britain B is present. Yeah, I meant rework as well. The Discord of the tournament, Hitman. I'm not sure you're allowed to go in there though. Should I go in there? Exclamation mark DMNC might help you with info about the tournament. I'm not sure I should have said that though. Ah, at least now you know what deathmatch is. Command is literally in the title. Well, what do you guys think? Who's gonna take it between Great Britain B and Great Britain C? We do have a map draft. Great Britain C picks Runestones. Legend picks Vinland Saga. You should click on the last link in the command, by the way. The donation, the PayPal link, that brings you... The PayPal link brings you straight into the voice channel in Hitman. If you're working 50 plus hours, you must make good money, right? Outcrop and Runestones for Great Britain C. Canyon Lake, the second selection for Legends team. Selecting Runestones against Great Britain B. That's a bit of a wild choice, actually. They have been dominant, especially on Runestones. On the other side, I'm a bit surprised no water map for either team. I mean, Legend doesn't like water, so he won't pick it. But against the GBB, you might even consider it. But then Huggie and Boo are boaters, so maybe not. Havasan is the pick, so quick rush for the legs. I think that's a terrible pick for Great Britain C as well. Great Britain B should have faster starts. Although, maybe the fast players can't boat, so that might be bad. My game working? I hope so. There was an update. That update is bad enough for me already. And I'm not prepared at all, so what Plotter says is very likely to happen. Coastal Mountain is the ban for Great Britain B. Also, like, casting the set before playing against Plotter is definitely not a good decision for my performance. Maxi redeems the community game, even though we're just talking about what I'm gonna do after casting the series. And Golden Stream Game 1! Alright, Huggie will be happy about that. I think Huggie really likes the map. Maybe Legend doesn't do as much, though. If mods can give Maxi the points back, it would be great. Otherwise I'll do it after the stream. No safe draft yet. So we can take a look at the brackets. If you don't want spoilers about Silver League, it's too late. Well, I'll click away quickly, I guess. But yeah, we've had Great Britain C getting an admin win over Mexico. Great Britain B getting a bye, so they're actually kind of facing in their first rounds each year in the quarterfinals. Winner will play against the winner of India and France. And India and France have both looked really good. And so has Team Japan, who are already in the semifinals. We'll meet Argentina or International B there. And that's the teams competing for the Silver League crown that will be fought for semis and finals, I think, on the 13th and 14th of June. So one weekend after the just announced main event semis and finals, which will happen this Saturday and Sunday, 16 GMT onwards, so mark that in your calendar, make sure not to miss it. The Civ selection is going live. Let's see if Legend will pick one this time or if he will random again. Soundtrack can still be guessed as well. This shit is nice. Hitman is actually in there. Hitman, can you make an audio file and send it to me or something? Is Doofy in their team? Yes. And I want to go in there as well now. No, that's illegal. I guess that is technically illegal, yeah. I doubt any one of them would sue us over it, though. No, you start smoking. It's very good for you. I would say you should tell Will to get ready, but he on a voice chat with him. Coming to a LAN? Which LAN? Discussing Sifs. That makes a lot of sense. Which LAN? When is it again? October. Oh, maybe. The True Member Life is in October, so if the tickets are sold out, I think my chances are low. That's in Volkmarsen always, right? Is that one in Volkmarsen? Where is that again? Waldeck Frankenberg. Okay. Maxi wanted to come as well. Alright, we've got Sif Draft. Legend is going pool 2. So the no water pool. Great Britain Sea going for the bit more watery pool. In pool 1. Here we go. Oh, I need to reset. Yung. This is back. Yeah, Kassel. Is it last year we tried to come? Well, maybe I tried and failed. She invited me in 2025. Well, let's see. Maybe I will arrive there in 2030. Oh, Maxi. You tried to invite Maxi and he never appears. Alright. Maxi and me will both come in 2030. So, that's the pool with Celts, Spanish, and Bohemians, Mongols, Bengalis, and Hindus in the first row for... Why does it say Germany Sea? I'm stupid. Or I'm too German. Calling Maxi Maxim is so strange, even though correct. Yes, very strange indeed. And the Slav Persian pool for Great Britain B. Do we have predictions? Who do you think is gonna take it? These teams are pretty close when it comes to a B and a C team. I do think I would favor Great Britain B though. They looked... Great Britain C had a super hard group in the main event. They were in the group with Sweden, Japan, and Russia. So we don't really know how good they are when they're not against so OP teams. There's no beast mode Yeoman, then the team C. Ooh, okay, okay. I'm surprised Hitman will play now. Still no lobby. Oh, this was a bad set to try to cast before my own tournament set. Wasn't it? Andy casting it or not? Thought he would. Didn't react to my if you want to cast it together. I guess not. I thought always if I need to play with Plotter I can raid Monday, but I guess then... What do I do then if it goes longer? I guess I come back online and cast the rest as a Rex. Yeah, Hitman, but I won't scream privately for you everything twice. That does seem impractical. These are the maps, by the way, if you want to compare them to the pool. Starting on Golden Stream. I think my prediction... I like the map Civ Pool. What do we have as options for Golden Stream, though? I guess you can go Dravidian Flank, maybe, or Dravidian Pocket. Maybe actually Dravidian Pocket could be a thing here. Aren't allowed to go Jurchens, I think, still. Yeah, it was also forbidden on this map, right? Chinese demos have no bonus anymore, unfortunately. And demos are also quite nerfed. They're still decent against land units though, so... Yeah, but I think Chinese is still the meta pick as a pocket for Great Britain Sea. Not because of demos, but because of loot runs. I think the pool 1 lineup is way easier to do. You can do like maybe Sicilians, Burmese or something on the flanks. And the Chinese pocket. But with pool 2 it's a bit tough. Vietnamese probably as a flank civ. Elephants are pretty good against ships now. Turks I could see. Maybe Turks, Vietnamese. And then you go for True Pocket for loot runs. That's actually not too terrible. Could go over patch notes and see what changes we might see. Ah yeah, that's a good idea. Destino lobby, come on. The one time where I'm like trying to squeeze in the set before I have to play myself. At least Will is hosting finally. Hey, let me open the patch notes. Ooh, the Muisca buffs. Do we have Muisca? We do have the pool with Muisca, so we might see new Muisca in DM right away. A big impactful change that everybody's talking about is fix the crash with the loot runs after with Thunderclap bombs. The most impactful thing for DM. Otherwise, lots of fixes. So let's just jump to the gameplay. Slingers, more of an option now, got cheaper and better with monks. Still don't think that makes them really valid in DM though. Jumpy overall, some buffs. What are DM relevant buffs here? I guess train time reduced is pretty nice for the rush, so should be a significant thing. No, it's still 21 seconds in imp. Never mind. No difference in DM here. Upgrade cost, we don't care. Upgrade research time, we don't care. Jumpy upgrade cost reduced, we don't care. So Jumpy are unchanged for Deathmatch. No buff here. Shrouded Warrior. Deathmatch relevant change. That they get all these unique checks now. Alright. We saw Shrouded Warrior in this tournament for Austria versus International B. So could be relevant. Dock arrows weren't really big thing in DM, this very impactful change for RM, but shouldn't make much of a difference for DM. And this one neither. Watchtower line bonus versus ships reduced. That's something that also doesn't play a role in this tournament, because towers are banned. And I guess it doesn't affect donjons, because they're not listed. Armenians, a big change for Deathmatch. Gain access to Siege Ram. Are Armenians viable now? Mojito is trying to hype them up. But I think they still aren't. They might be a little bit better on 1v1 mud flow now. I could see them being used there. Elite Composite Bowman HP increase a little bit too. That is quite handy. It makes them at least a little bit less terrible to play. Because you can go for a bit better Composite Bowman now, and then your champions can hop in Rams. So I think for Ram play, this will help Armenians. I don't think it will change them for tournament play though. Burgundians get a completely useless... That's the most nonsensical buff in this all. Why do Burgundians need a boost? Not DM relevant though. Relics generating food is reduced? What? That one needed a buff. And that one needed a nerf. What the hell are you doing? Neither is Deathmatch relevant. Inca get quite a bit Deathmatch buff as well. From 20% to 30% cheaper units. That's handy. Will it make them really much better in DM? No. Kamiyuk, nothing changes. Foraging bonus for Mapuche, we don't care. Muisca get influential ones for Deathmatch. But I can read trade first. DBC should have chances, I think. You will be happy the patch isn't on all PCs. What? There will be some restarts? Yeah, you need to reopen the game, right? So it downloads. I have the link, can I share? Of course. I just went on Steam. Muisca settlement bonus should be important for DM, but Temple Guard costing less food can be nice. Attack bonus versus cavalry increased. They are gonna be even better against cavalry and elephants now. That is massive buff for Muisca in Deathmatch. This is a really important DM change. And Guetra Warrior HP increased as well. That's also 10 more HP in Imp. They are already useful for the Muisca comp in Deathmatch as well, so that's a big change too. And Huaraka's effects of faster Slinger train time. That's still Slingers though, so shouldn't be that relevant. Blackwood Archers get a nerf relevant for DM, since we saw Muisca win 2 games in the tournament recently, so maybe they needed a nerf even for DM. And Tiger Calf get stomped into the ground. 5 less HP and 3 seconds longer training time. As if we were not already dogshit in Deathmatch, they will be even worse now, and you should really go the stable unit probably instead of the Tiger Cap. And that's it. Well, Huggie, DOOF and King Boo are in the lobby. So 2 players missing of Great Britain's. For DM, it's not very impactful, no. It's only like civs that are bad anyways that get changes. Muisca get a little bit better, but that's pretty much it, right? The Temple Guard bonus damage is the only big one for Deathmatch, I'd say. And these HP things can be influential for a unit to see a little bit more play, but it's nothing game breaking. Many years later, yeah, 14. I need to play Plotter after this. What's happening with Great Britain C? Admin win for Great Britain B. Let's go. I see that Great Britain B is in the lobby. Just Hitman can play for Great Britain C. He's already in your voice chat, and then we can start, right? On team on migration. But you could beat King Boo. Wouldn't that be even better, Hitman? One sub, one beer on LAN. Alright. Deal. You can buy 100 beers. I'll pay you back in 2030. Thank you so much for the Prime sub, Hitman. If we meet in real life, you will get your beer. You probably know the Volkmarsner beer prices, and they're like €5, and the sub gives me 250, and is free for you. So I'm making a bad deal. €1? The beer price is only €1? Nah, it can't be. Really? Oh, that makes the LAN a lot more attractive, to be honest. Okay, I'll come. Keep subbing. If you get 200 subs, I will come, and you will get 200 beers. You have yourselves you have a deal. I've had a free beer from a sponsor. I mean, €1 is fine. The beer doesn't need to be free, especially if I mean, I have to drink beer myself as well, though. Wait a second. I forgot that I'm drinking beer myself as well. Pete has arrived. Progress. Need StarCraft 2 and Dota pros to play DM. I think somebody called Hera is working on that. Most watched AO2 channel should of course be a DM Nations Cup channel, right? It's really good for the game that he's bringing all the others. And it's not true, Grubby is more. Grubby is the most watched channel. Second biggest is Sing Sing. The 4 biggest channels right now are like people that are playing in Hera's event. Then Lewis and then Memp. Andy, where's Andy? Spectre spot broke, but I don't think that means they started. Temporarily offline, don't we love it? Hello, heyo. You're currently working on being slower than us? Five out of 6. Just put Hitman in Great Britain Sea. You will get another beer if you play for Great Britain Sea, Hitman. Kalam Whisker 8 tier now in Deathmatch. With the new patch. 3 more bonus damage versus cavalry. 2 more bonus damage versus cavalry. Were already. Then they're S tier now. God tier. Come on, Huggie, you're not scared of Hitman. You guys banned Team Islands, right? He can't play Migration. He's lost. Cheaper as well? Yeah. 5 foot. 10 foot cheaper, yeah. Do you think the 10 foot matters? They banned T-Minus, not us. Yeah, but you didn't pick it. %90 of Hitman's messages in my chat are about that one migration game. I mean, if that's your biggest success in AV2, I'm proud. I think Whisker was strong before and are even better now. No shit, Sherlock! Keller hot takes have coined out over the long wait for the series to start. Basically fossilized by now. I ask and then I complain. Not very specific though that they're even better now. They got buffed, obviously they're better now. Huggie, don't throw witness. Huggie the throw witness. Man has renamed himself. Should I ask Andy to start the game already in voice chat? Could get you kicked from Great Britain Discord? Do it. Just get in there and then play yourself. Andy has arrived! Even if you don't like them, they have to be beaten. No, I mean, I agree. You already convinced me of so many things that other people find wild in DM, right? I think, the crucial ones you only did after we lost, though. Did I kill you with Muiska? I don't remember playing Muiska against you. Did we play ranked at some point? Imposter game. Oh, of course, the imposter game. No, I was 2P. But yeah, way worse Sif than Muiska. Muiska I would have won the game with. I defeated you with 2P. Here you are bragging about your wins and I don't even say anything about the imposter game and completely forgot it. I mean, technically you won, I guess. Come on, we're all there! What's the hold up? I did defeat you. I killed most of your units. Doesn't matter who kills the last unit. I built the castles in your base. Yeah, but you had to run because I built the castles in your base and then I was killing your vills in the middle. I was in the middle too, man. Anyways, we have a game! Woo! Woo! King Boo's on the woo! Oh my lord. King Boo on the woo. No spec delay. Keller, can you do predictions? Huggie can do predictions. I bet he's benched. No, he's not benched. He's actually playing. Legend is benched. Oh yeah, it's a water map. Legend benched himself because it's a water map. Byzantine's Dravidians Wu versus Spanish Malay China. Well, I mean, Wu on this map makes a bit of sense, right? On flank, though. Dravidians on flank as well. Byzantine pocket. Okay, going for Dromons, I guess, against the expected Chinese loot ones. Chinese and Spanish, same game. Massive investment by Great Britain Sea into the neutral map. Thank you so much for the prediction and have fun, guys. you can bet on United Kingdom versus United Kingdom. That's GBB, and this is GBC. Welcome to the Civil War, British Civil War matchup in Deathmatch Nations Cup Silver League. We are in the quarterfinals, and we have wildbeast leading his team in the green as the Spanish. Facing up on his flank against the... Wait, he's pocket. Waiting, leading his team from pocket. Opposite pocket. Wait, the Spanish are pocket? Chinese flank? What? Happytheandy is Chinese flank. I think that's the wrong way around, guys. the Spanish have a fast start and can attack, and Chinese have the even better navy. With Chinese Luchuans, who are better now, I think, than Spanish Canongaians. But we do have the Chinese flank for Happytheandy going against King Boo's Wu. And on the right side, we've got the Malay for Pete matching up against DOOF with the Dravidians. Huggie, the pocket for the British B team, and being a waste of space? No, but doing a waste of space in his base. What the hell is this build, Huggie? Fishing ship start, fast fire ship start. Huggie will lose this game. He did not queue fishing ships. Britons vs. Celts will come later, probably. Happytheandy lost 2 villagers as the Chinese. At least he started with more. King Boo with a dominant start onto the water, though. Even though with the worst Civ, Wu water is decent, but not amazing. No shipwright, pretty much everything else that you need, however. Chinese water is amazing, though, so should have been a good matchup on water for Happytheandy. But he had a bad start here. On the right side, Malay versus Dravidians. I think I would favor Dravidians once they are built up to an Elephant Archer mass, but we're a bit slow on the ranges for DOOF. Trying to invest more in the water. Malay harbor is really useful here. You can have a harbor line protecting you. In the middle, the Spanish are going heavy on water, not really making the Canongaians yet, making a lot of normal ships and then 22 Canongaians, which is fine. If you're fighting against the fast fires here, we need quite some carracks, perhaps. Wildbeast with a good jump onto the middle. But it's looking tough for Happytheandy on the left flank. King Boo having some impact there. Huggie has some ships out as well. Should be a tough matchup against China. It's not China. I'm so expecting Chinese pocket here. Against the Spanish pockets. Still a quite strong naval civilization. Maybe not top 1 anymore. Maybe China's top 1 now, but could still be top 3. Huggie was waiting instead of warming up. Looks like it. That's what the British like to do, right? Wait and drink tea. He's getting a good jump onto DOOF. Elephants, Santa Malay harbors. I'm not sure why we're mass producing Whippy boys here instead of halberdiers and maybe some champions. There's actually Malay two-handed swordsmen in the mix here for Pete, which is a bit of a wild take, but working out pretty well. Elephant archers only now getting out, and I see a lot of units here that aren't halberdiers, but I guess Malay elephants aren't the strongest, so Dravidians are pushing back here. Huggie is holding the line in the middle. Castle's coming up in the middle though for Wildebeest, so Wildebeest with good control. Happytheandy also attempting to push past here now. Has the strong Chinese navy, have archers on the field. Wildebeest even supporting with paladins over this side. It's not looking too bad for the C team. Wildebeest? Wildebeest. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to say, no? That will is the beast. I think that's how his name works. It's not wildbeast, it's wildebeest. Yeah, he explained it to me once. You could read it as wildbeast as well, but that's kind of the joke. that it also says Will is the beast. Neutrons are out for King Boo. And that looks scary now. Ooh, beating China on the flank. Happytheandy a bit in shambles. That's the side that's looking good for Great Britain B. But the other sides are looking good for the C team. That has the bombard cannons here. But the Elephant Archer Mars is out. So I think DOOF will be fine. How are we looking on trade? Ooh, super hard map to trade on. Maybe if DOOF can control this, they can get trade from here. This corner is basically untradeable for both teams. So where do you set up trade as the C team? Guess you try to secure this corner here. You need early trade on this map because there's not much gold on the bases. Wildebeest with the Spanish. Way higher Civ Invest, we should say, for the C team. And Wildebeest with the Spanish is pushing in the middle. Byzantine Castle survives a few shots, but Huggie has some troubles keeping the water control here, and water control can easily win Golden Stream games. Castles go down as well. Hi, Peon. Oh man. Oh man. Admiral Zhao. Water trade, that's the solution. Guess you have... Will be iffy though with so many docks everywhere, right? Or you can take the middle. That's also an option. Only a little bit of villagers for Andy in the middle though. They're pretty even situation here. Chinese and Wu on the left side. Bit of a pushback for DOOF now for the B team on the right side. Not much siege out there though, but the Elephant Archers are strong units. Eco Kitty really high for Will as he's starting to wreck Huggie's base. Oh my god, Huggie in shambles. He said he doesn't get defeated so far, but maybe here? Pocket defeat incoming? Huggie defeated soon, we're back in C-Mod. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't even have Burgundians. His strongest suit cover. Flanks are even, but the pocket isn't. Well, is a beast. And straight up wins the pocket matchup. Trade is going everywhere and nowhere for the B team. C team is starting to trade, but Boo calls the GG. Huggie died in pocket, and the C team gets the first win over the B team. With the stronger civilizations, Spanish, Malay, and China, I would favor here, but I mean, winning 1-0 as the C team, that is eine Ansage, as we would say in German. 414 to 290 kills in favor of the Spanish. Are Spanish can against still good on hybrid maps? King Boo with the most stress collected. Boo played beastly against the Chinese on his side, I would say. Boo is Chinese supposed to be really hard. So well done by Boo, but it wasn't enough to have an even trade with the Chinese. Maybe even better than an even trade. Boo is also fighting them in the middle. Your team winning couldn't happen for Germany. Couldn't happen that Germany C beats us, no. Comes to C versus B, that's clearly true. Great Britain C takes the 1-0 lead. And Golden Stream 1 for Team Wildebeest in the green. Civs used were Dravidians, Wu, and the Byzantines. So as you can see, relatively low invest by Great Britain B. On the other side, Spanish and Chinese already spent, so the two good water civs. I guess where else would you play Chinese here though? Kavasan. Where's Kavasan? You use both the civs on Golden Stream. Your referency is none for Kavasan. That's gonna be tough now. And then the other civ was the melee. Yeah, we were looking for players for the C team for quite a bit. An extra player wouldn't have hurt. They dissolved. Unfortunately. Oh, Hitman is signed up to Bazi Random. I guess that's what he just sent me. Is that Bazi Random? You sent me a screenshot. Did I confuse you? I don't know. I didn't check who signed up. I asked you if you signed up. It sounded like you didn't. Is my tourney on A2 Rex? The main event is Silver League, probably is not. I would assume, because it's the Silver League. You asked where's my sign up, so I asked where's your sign up back. They have Bengali still, true. But it feels better to have either Spanish or Chinese left. Next one we're going to is Runestone. So Legend wants to dominate right back. And did he fuck the Slavs pool? He did pick the Slavs pool. So we're gonna see Slavs for Legend in the next game. Will we see Celts on Runestones for Great Britain? Will they want to continue, try to continue to a 2-0? And hi, I'm Zeo. Had to save Dravidian flank, losing to melee. Hit like Simon, save it out. I didn't see you saving anybody. It just looked like you died in the middle. Are you saving anyone? We can double check the Huggie excuses. I'm still in the game. You're eating a few camels into Navy. I think DOOF saved himself. Melee isn't bad here. I mean, Dravidians is not much better. I mean, you're sending some camels there, but you always make some land units, right? Wouldn't call 10 camels fighting some elephants saving. Yeah, it's a bit more than 10 camels, but they're not saving anything. They're trickling in one by one and dying. These killed an elephant. Yeah, it's helping a little bit, I guess. But that's what you should do as Pocket, no? It's also some paladin. I guess you made more camels, but they didn't really do much. I think you just wasted camels on this side is a better description. But I mean, the Malay were helping in the ship fight, so it's a bit 2v1 here. So arguably that's just well played by Pete. To not only have a good position on his side, but also help in the middle. Good luck getting your market share with the influx of new players from other communities. Surely they will bring new viewers. I don't have much of a market share to lose, Amzeo. Only recently I had a bit of market share. And secondly, I do think they get influx of new players. So. I think they do bring new viewers. Yeah, I think it's a good thing. Issue is Dravidians shouldn't be losing to Malay in my opinion. They should, in my opinion. The issue is Wu shouldn't be Chinese, in my opinion. So you actually outdid it with the Civs, I think. Chinese and Spanish in water long term? Wu did a really good job of keeping the Spanish off of it, though. But yeah, I mean, let's go for game 2. Oh, spec delay here. Don't think anybody's streaming PoE. Therefore, always struggle early with Malay? Yeah, I think so as well. I wouldn't blame that on DOOF at all. I was wishing you? Yeah, no, all good, all good, all good. I just gave my thoughts to like the topic that you spoke about, right? I talked about my market share. Welcome to game number 2, Slav King Time Legend. The one true and only Slav King of Deathmatch. Self-acclaimed though. He's playing in the red as said civilization. He will meet Happytheandy as Celts, so it's the true Slav versus Celt war. Stakes are high here. Andy looked pretty shaky in game number 1. Looks very shaky in game number 2 as well. Wasting all of his build time on palisade walls. Ooh, ugly start by Andy. On the right side, we've got King Boo, who looked really good so far in the tournament. With the Churchens all in invest here against Pete's Bengalis. Also big investment. And Hindustanis for wildebeest in the pocket. Heavy hitter pocket as well. Against DOOF's elephant pocket with the Vietnamese. Oh boy. A lot of Civ investment here on runestones. I think I prefer the Civ combo of Great Britain B by a lot though. Bengali flank. They don't have it here. They might have it here now, but they also won't have that on Kavasan then. So by this basically are giving up Kavasan, I feel. Dragon's being used here as well though, which could be good on Kavasan. So I guess that goes for both sides. Legend is playing Slav Cavalier. Gets a will kill. Only one with that build from Happytheandy is almost low, I would say. Elephant raids by DOOF. DOOF played really well with elephants in other series. Going for Pete. Bengali's not opening chonkas. No, I think they should open some barracks as flank. But after that, against Churchens, yeah, after that you should wait battle elephants instead of elephant archers as flank. But the starting barracks are necessary because of Churchen's step dancer rush. And Pete managed to only lose 2 villagers, who maybe not the best rusher in the world. But we have to look at the left side where Legend is showing who he is and why he is the Slav King. That looks like a very unfinished base for Happytheandy. No chicken castle as well. So, too daring player here. King Boo even coming over here. As if the siege ramps destroying the workshops wasn't enough yet. Not many. Okay, 9 barracks now being constructed. 3 castles are up. Are we seeing trebuchets come out? Trebuchets are coming out for Legend. And I feel like Happytheandy will be defeated here. Okay, the camels of wildebeest are trying to come to help. Siege Rangers are in place. There was a lot of champions for the early attacks, so not many halberdiers to defend against the camels. Halberdiers are a bit in queue, but behind champions. Therefore, the camels can clean some things up, but a lot of the base is being wrecked. Castle is being wrecked. We're trying to build back. Some cavalry is around here though, and on the other side King Boo and DOOF are pushing hard onto the Bengali as well. The elephant archers not doing anything against the battle elephants, so we need stables, Pete. We need stables. We're not making any stables and battle elephants. Beat elephant archers. Red archers are not too important here, but it is looking strong on runestones for Great Britain B. Another castle falls in Andy's base as DOOF is playing both sides really nicely with elephants. He was angry at Huggie, thinking it was his fault for losing Golden Stream. I would argue it wasn't as much, and now he is ready to dominate. Elite Boya in the mix, and he's going hand cannoneers with the Celts. No, oh, never mind. Okay, that's wildebeest hand cannoneers from pocket. Cats don't get hand cannoneers. That's the only hope was building the melee player? Yeah, I mean it was ecosystem, right? Detinet's castles being chained forward by the leg end. And it might be showing what's between. I should not continue that sentence. I think it's a bit too loud. Trap shot. Okay, it's siege is out though for Andy, so Andy can maybe stabilize. He has a wall of castles. But can Pete stabilize? Not without Battle Elephant. Skirmisher time for the Bengalis. That spells doom. Skirmishers to counter elephants. Classic approach. Was there a bet? I don't know. There's no spec delay, so I can't do it, so you'll have to ask the mods. I think I saw one for game 1 at least. Trebuchets are out for both Doof and King Boo. I like that we have so many trebuchets here. Base being erased fast for Pete. On the other side, would need a magical comeback for Happytheandy, which is a bit happening. Yes, stabilized. And Legend probably spent a lot of his resources. Yeah, Legend is fully out of res. So Legend actually not shining on runestones here. Pete getting the Happytheandy getting the defense together. Happytheandy might long term even push this. Is there still a chance for Great Britain C? Vietnamese and Bengalis pushing on the right side still though. Pete's base is gone. Some barracks at the back, siege workshops behind, that's already Will's base. Trade has been started for the C team. I have to stop myself saying from the British team because they're both British teams. Even if nobody bets on the first attempt, I think it's nice to offer the opportunity. Usually the later it goes, more people bet. Since Scorps are killing some stuff, so Legend is holding the line. That's a scary amount of Kale Scorpions though for Happytheandy. Shatagni head cannoneers here is such a take. I mean, just play camels, man. Iron Pagoda raids for King Boo, so yeah, it's looking strong on the right side. Elephant Archer Mass is being kept alive though for Pete. Lots of Rattan Archers and Halberdiers. If the Halberdiers reach, they can do well. Wrath are trying to go in. I don't think those will do very much. They've kind of stabilized, but without much map control. Not that the B team has much map control. Don't really have it in the middle. Also, lack of forward buildings here on like Boo's side where they have the control. But if they lose this army to the Elephant Archers now, that's kind of all gone. But still need a long time for Pete to get to another army. Still has some food though, actually. And Happytheandy is pushing a little bit back with the Celts. GB Clap versus GB Boiled. GB Budget Britons, GB Burgundian Victims. Automod doing Automod things. Automod is such a UK, such a British supremacist. Automod really hates it when he says something negative about the Britons, and he really hates it when he says something positive about Celts. Castle denied by heavy rocket cuts. Push is continuing here. Structures forward, guys. None of them to be seen. Is that the last castle for Pete? No, Pete has another castle in the trade behind on 80 population. Oh, Happytheandy has stabilized. 190 pop, looking solid. Lots of overbooming for Legend. 170 villagers! It's not even trade cards. It's just straight up villagers. Legend with the 200 villager attempt. Missed our castle event? I didn't hear no bell. But give me a prize. Will they build a wonder? He has the resources. Now he has the resources. Obviously, without army, he's being pushed back. Oh, finally! Boo is making a structure towards his push. It's to protect the gold, though, instead of really being forward. Cyan, Otter destroyed their own traps. Classic. More traps being sniped by Legend. Legend is holding this with 22 military. I mean, I guess DOOF is holding it for him. With elephants streaming in everywhere. Holy overbooms. Team Great Britain is on 500 villagers, guys, almost. DOOF is the only one with a reasonable army. Somehow they're still pushing without any pop. Happytheandy is also under pressure. How are the trade numbers looking? Low for the C team and low for the B team, but that's kind of because they have too many villagers. Oh my god. This game is kind of over, but Great Britain B is making it a 2-hour game just by the villager amounts. Ah, Legend deleted some. He's only at 160 now. Elephants is the way to go. Yeah, he's playing your Civ, right? Unknown player, Vietnamese elephants. Just a map you can't win fast because it's corner, safe corner gen. Yeah. I don't know. The overwhelms are playing a role though. What? Hitman versus unknown player? Okay, that sounds very evenly matched for Buzzy Random. Should be one map size smaller? Wait, did they do the wrong setting again? No. It's 4-player map size. Castle, 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 Andy! That wasn't deleted, right? Nope. Legend back to pushing with 40 army now. 33 army now. Boo is the most overboomed on their team. On the other side, the will numbers for Andy and Wildebeest look okay, but the will number for Pete doesn't look okay, but in the other direction as he lost his base. King boomed. GG call. They didn't really finish it, but it looks inevitable for Great Britain C, right? All the map position now, finally, also with castles in the middle. Castling here, King Boo castling here. King Boo heard me, made forward siege workshops and forward structures. Thereby, they've locked down 2/3 of the map, and Great Britain C don't really see the comeback happening. Legend also with forward structures now, 4 castles and siege workshop. Once the B team got the forward structures down, the C team is kind of out of options, and therefore call it reasonable call in my mind. And we've got a 1-1 at our hands. We have ourselves a series in the British Civil War quarterfinals. Lots of army for DOOF at the start. Whew, kind of a wild army graph. Most stress collected for King Boomer. King Boomer is even better. And Legend, though, trying to match the booming even earlier. GG, Great Britain B, undefeated on Runestones. Not even another British team can beat them on the most classic of maps. Is there no Tatars? Because I didn't think there would be so many elephants on runestones. I guess. Both Swift Pools have the task, so Huggie might get his flaming camels eventually. Slavs! For the Slav King. Vietnamese. DOOF's favorite civilization is Pocket, maybe. At least he always looks good with them. And then we had King Boo with the strong civ of Jurchens. Investment on the other side was super high as well, though. Celts, Bengalis, and Hindus. And not winning with this combo feels a bit bad for the C team. Apropos, we saw Hindus, so caravanserai check. You guys missed the mark to ask. And Wildebeest missed the mark to make them. Ganji disapproves. Runestones was a home map for Great Britain C. Big mistake against the country's B team. Beastly on the stones. We will go to Vinland Saga next. So give me some Civ predictions for Vinland Saga. And I think we have enough people for bets now, so maybe mods get ready to do them. I will be right back with game number 3. Just player-wise, I would favor the B team a lot on this map. Think Legend can have a good start and maybe erase his side with a Hun pick, perhaps. Yeah, I think I would like to see Legend with Huns. And then Pool 1 doesn't really have the greatest Vinland Saga civs either. I mean, you could go Magyars or Britons maybe. But it isn't that easy. Someone doing the Gamba? Otherwise I'll prepare it. Well, it's already kind of prepared. And it looks like we will see... Okay, it started it already. That's fair as well for a Vinland Saga game. We can maybe start it a bit early. And will be Wildebeest, Pete, King Boo, Huggie, Happytheandy, and Legend in the lobby. So Yeoman still waiting for his chance. Huggie will play again on Vinland Saga. Oh boy. That might be risky. Wildebeest, Pete, and Andy seem to be playing all the matches for the C team. They do have another player, right? They do have Breakfast. Breakfast benched. And King Boo and Legend continuing. Got a bet early on Vinland Saga, perhaps. Especially because these new posts are not doing spec today. Up wants you in his groove? I don't. I never said I didn't. Did I? Maybe you said it. I don't know. I don't really care. I want to play against the pros, not against the profs like you. Give me the top bracket. Lowest seed in top bracket. Best position. Tatars are brought out, but not by Huggie. Not even second bracket, but there weren't that many signups. How small are the brackets? Tapu? These small brackets these days, man. I hate it. Welcome to game 3 on Vinland Saga. We have Huggie with a Lithuanian pocket on the other side, wildbeast with the Tatars. Up top, the matchup will be the Sicilians, starting with the barracks. Start some like more, including me, and then onto the castle against King Boo with the newly buffed Civ of the Muisca, and we do have Cloister opening. Finally, a team is doing it. Turfolks, I hope you are proud. Turfolks strategy that we didn't end up using, but he was super proud of it. Cooking up the monastery opening with the Muisca, with the Lithuanian allies, so they produce for temple guards faster out of monasteries. And there it is. King Boo is showing the cooking that we tried as well. It's not great if you are against infantry though. And you kind of are. In the south, Legend is also playing... no, Legend is playing the Ethiopians and he's trying to rush his pocket or what? Why is he going that direction? He's playing against the Britons. Oh boy, that can be a tough one for the Ethiopians actually. We have Will kills, yeah, a lot. Pete killed one, lost one, Wildebeest killed one, Huggie killed one, and King Boo in shambles lost 2 with his monastery opening, building nothing at the front of his TC. Questionable. What are temple guards? They guard your temples. Hitman not even informed about the new DLC. Ay, ay, ay. Really good unit against elephants. No, they're not priests. They are not monks. They don't have monk armor. They are guarding the monks. They're meant to guard the monks from light cav, I think. Technically. But they are just an anti-cavalry unit that's pretty tanky. And got even more buffed lately. And the longer they attack, the faster they attack. That's their quirk. Donjons are trying to come up. Step Lancer support from the pocket against the infantry here. Huggie rushing with Paladins to the top. Paladins could kind of clean house here. Huggie, will we micro? We don't need to micro, cause Pete missed his attacks. Maybe by not attacking ground. Well, gets one on a Joano. Huggie realizes we'll clear the last guy as well. And Boo might get to set up on the mainland here. No real rushing. Legend going for siege civilization. Maybe the Andy's sending some units around. Universal handbook rules for standpoint patrolling are applied. Means defensive no, attack aggressive yes, with ranged melee units yes. You're not just shooting at the nice attack rounds for Pete against the Temple Guards. Full step lancer by Wildebeest. I mean, what about camels, my man? Yeah, this is supposed to be a camel cockpit. Wasting all the Temple Guard. I mean, I guess you want to help on the flank here against the Muisca. So afraid of Muisca that we go for that. I feel like the easier option is just to play camel against the opposing pocket than to go for step lancer. T-Dodge was quite late as well for boost Muisca, so looking kind of solid for the British team on this side. On the other side, Legend now going forward with a big siege ball. The issue will be the longbows that can snipe that, and no paladin support for Legend. Has the siege rev in front. Happytheandy will need to micro a lot. Will be GG soon? Oh. Has he wasted the Temple Guards? Or because of, I don't know. Feels pretty even. Huggie's getting a lot of control in the middle though. That's nice for the B team. Hitman says C is winning. I don't know. Seems even to me. Hello with the anti-Muisca propaganda. Huggie is trickling units a lot though. He's taking a lot of bad fights. Kind of want to see the KD. The normal KD. King Boo actually has almost a positive one. Even with the suboptimal fights that he's taking. Huggie has a negative one. Legend has a very positive one. But Britain units are 3. I think Britons could simply win here in the south side though, right? That's what I'm worried. If Happytheandy has good micro, I'll wait for Great Britain B. Happytheandy has good micro here. C team's probably gonna win against the Ethiopians. They are setting up nicely in the middle. Huggie has some castles here, but I feel like he needs to unite his army. And Muisca are not having the easiest matchup here, and Wildebeest is able to play fully onto here, whereas Huggie kind of honestly feels like he's a bit nowhere. Great shot though! Great shot for Boo! There's so many SO there, that might buy him some time. But yeah, what do we need now? Quechua warriors, right? He's not really making Quechuas. Pikemen, yeah. If you waste your temple guards, you're dead with Muisca, right? Not too expensive on good serves? Yeah, that should be a really good win for Great Britain C. If he's a beef opponent doesn't have Treadmill Crane, yeah, his starts are a weakness, but after that he's looking good. Another castle attempt by Legend. With siege rams in front. No melee units for him really. 6 champions only, some halberdiers. Can we get a great shot here for Legend? The B team would need it, and there it is! Legend with the glory shot. That's half the longbows. They are cheap though, and so many resources for Happytheandy in the bank. He should probably sling some of that golden food to Wildebeest, who's completely out. And there's 0 eco. Not a single farm for the Tatars. Oh boy, Wildebeest, no eco. If they don't find out the sling, there could be problems for the C team. And Legend is at least holding the line here. Wildebeest overspending a bit without economy. Similar problems will be in hand for King Boo, but King Boo has made farms. Doesn't have the most space here, but does have at least some trade earlier for the GP team as well. There is trade for the Muisca. They do kind of need the early trade. They're the only one trading though. Whoa, Legend trying to start it up a bit and is playing skirmishes now. Oh boy, and that castle was insta-deleted by the werewolf trips. And he just needs 10 onagers. That would be pretty helpful indeed. But Ara must never think about onagers, man. I don't think he will make them. But the longbows are doing good work. Huggie trying to push in the middle. Will maybe have a good spot now. He also doesn't have too many farms, but up until a moment ago his eco looked better. Will is spamming farms now though. King Boo is in trouble now, also losing his farmers. At least he has the trade eco, but kind of completely out of the game now, as we predicted with the throwing away of the temple guards. Very expensive units. Still, I guess, still too expensive to use them that carelessly. Aurico with the flags. Let's go. Castle race between Pete and Boo. And Huggie clears the trebuchets. So, actually, King Boo will win that race. Huggie with a good clear up here on the left side, saving Boo, but Boo's still shooting at his own TC. What? I was like, how does a blue energy end up there? But it's a purple oranges. Okay, now he stopped. Is I'm about to lose your Circus King title? Any new meme title? Let's go. Are you losing it? Oh, Legend is in trouble now. Happytheandy pushing on the southern side here. And this is not looking great for Legend. Cavalier, yeah, he doesn't know what to do against Britons, I think. Wants to try something against the longbow, and I've seen Legend do that in 1v1 before. Ethiopian Cavalier. Heavily scrum. Welcome to Arabia on RM. King Boo calls the GG. Oh boy, oh boy. The C team takes the lead over the B team. And I'm running into some problems. Okay, let's watch one more game, but I think then I might have to take a break to play my set. You can look at statistics though, they're not starting it that quickly anyways. Legend has the biggest KD, but there was a lot of cheap Britain units. And eat with a very even one. Woohoo! Thank you for the raid. We're casting some specialists. How are the casts? And yeah, we're casting Deathmatch Nations Cup British Civil War with a lot of cool players, as you can see. Silver League quarterfinals here, main event, grand finals, and semi-finals will be this weekend, starting 16 GMT on both Saturday and Sunday. And the C team is so far leading against the B team. With a bit more civ investment though. It was only the Ethiopians for the B team, and then we had the Muisca and in the pocket. Oh, Lithuanian pocket, right? That's actually a big investment, even though it's shown so far down here. Really good pocket civ. Not that great on the Vinland Saga though, perhaps, right? It's not really a paladin pocket map. Or like, and you can't get to lightest that quickly. Amazing sets. Which sets did you cast? And on the other side, let me give you a shout out first, because I'm also sleeping again. Double underscore, right? There we go. And on the left side we had Syrians, Tatar pocket, and the Britons. Women's and Mongols still left off the top row, although Mongols on some maps aren't that great. And we've got Persians, Gujaras, Huns, and Japanese still left for Great Britain. B. But where do you use Persians even? I guess you can use them everywhere, right? Next map will be Canyon Lake. What pocket civs except Frank? Tatar and Byzantines? You've got Magyars here. Byzantines, you can play Burmese as a pocket. Mongols can be a pocket. Teutons could be a pocket as well, I guess. And wait. Crazy Outpost set and Nice Water set and Dizzy set. That's cool. What were the... You cast anything from my brackets? Reef, Pioneer, Creppost? It looks like Yeoman will get to play now for the first time in the series. Yeoman, Legend, and Happytheandy players in the next game. Same players. I listed them wrong. King Boo, Yeoman, and Legend, of course, against the same players for the C team. Quite successful so far. I mean, leading the series as the C team. That must feel dangerous for the B team, right? Lots of bragging rights on the line here. Oh no, it's fine, it's fine. I think there's enough people interested in my groups. And probably need some attention to the newer players as well. I just wanted to know for potentially what. Come on, let's go, guys. I want to get through the series. But I mean, it's even, right? That's great that it's even. What the fuck? This bracket looks ridiculous. How am I the first seed in a bracket with Slaughter goals? Oh, I mean, I guess all the Smurfs. Oh, we started! Let's go! They're being relatively quickly. It's just that I'm under time pressure. That was like 5 minutes lobby. That's totally fine, by the way. Let's go! Canyon Lake! We are starting! Gamba is up as well, so you can bet your rocks. And we see Mapuche! Mapuche being played for Happytheandy! Oh my god! The Sims we get to see! The Sims we get to see. Oh my lords. There's no other teams I have been playing, but I guess we're in Silver League. And we have got King Wu on the Tatar flank. Shame! Huggie doesn't get to play Tatars. Oh my god. Crimes against humanity. But I guess they're 1-2 down. They can't let Huggie play Flaming Chemist now. And he has a Yeoman Hunt pocket, so Legend not playing the Hunts, and then Legend as a Teuton flank on the right side. Legend's Teutons will be against the Mapuche of Happytheandy, and I don't think Happytheandy has any chance here. Yeoman also sniping villagers off him already. Will get to pocket, get 2 villagers here. Yeoman beast. Yeoman's beastly entry into the set with 2 villager kills. Wildebeest with a Magia pocket. And then we have got another Teuton flank for Pete that will fight against the Tatars. Are the Tatars finding damage? The Tatars are finding damage. So the B team showing a bit why it's the B team with the better starts here. More Paladins coming in for Yeoman. The Hun rush against Happytheandy. I think this might be a quick one. Yeoman domination. Let's go, Valhalla. Hand pocket Tatar flank. Yeah, that's the wrong way around. I agree. Well, we've got some Bolas Riders out for the Mapuche. Lots of Palisade walls as well. And somewhat of a chicken castle by Andy, so he's maybe learning a little bit. No siege by... Wait, what happened here? Where are Legends villagers? He sent all of them on a forward castle? Okay, very optimistic play by Legend. So now he has problems with Wildebeest coming for him. Lots of stables as well. What a weird Teuton start. And he's housed. Legend forgot houses. Oh no! Castle at 95%. And he's at 20 pop space. This is absolutely Titanic by Legend. He needed that castle as his house. He has nothing. He's making the camel here. Happytheandy is beating Legend with Mapuche. You can't tell me. Germany see would have dog walked these teams. Germany see would have dog walked the whole Silver League, but they couldn't stand each other anymore. I have no clue why they resigned. It's so stupid. But Andy with the Mapuche. The fuck is going on? Absolute Titanic by Legend. On the left side, Pete with a reasonably okay Teuton build order, getting castles up, getting siege out. You know, that's what you're supposed to be doing, Legend. What Pete does here. Not this. Oh my god, I never get Legend gift subs again. But what can I do? I can just call what I see. Traumatized him enough to quit. Kinda true. Yeoman is trying to save the day. Yeoman has 85 army here still. Although, Polar's Riders kind of decent against the Han army, right? Would need the siege of the Teuton. Maybe we can speed some villagers forward now for Legend and complete this castle. Hi, Fanji. Yeah, where's Fanji actually? Isn't Fanji in one of these teams? I swear Fanji was in C, no? Fanji was too busy? Shame. Thanks for the follow. What lung slang? Let's go. Castle falls before being finished at 95%, and the Bolas Riders are doing the damage. Oh my god, they're mating all of the army for Yeoman. Mega Pocket now in full swing for Wildebeest. Should be better than the Hunt Pocket. Legend has some armies trying to shoot the Bonas? Okay. What's happening on the left side? Pete is mounting a push as well. Oh my god. The C team is really winning this game with these civs. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, I think Pete with the Teutons now should be fine against Tatars as well. I mean, some raids attempted by King Boo. But Happytheandy... Well, the Beast is playing really well. But Happytheandy with the Mapuche winning his side. I can't believe it. High fields forward with the Teutons, no builds on houses. Legend, 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 why would you do that? Yeah, now Wildebeest is clearing house here, and the push is looking good for Pete as well. Lots of infantry, needs to be a bit closer to the SO. King Boo trying to micro around it. Trade lines can't be set up anywhere. Actually, there's a market for Happytheandy. Man, Happytheandy even setting up the trade line in the midst of this. I know why chat's complaining so much. I think this is a beastly game of Happytheandy. And of Wildebeest. I mean, obviously the Titanics of the other team are allowing them to do this. Yeoman had a good start, but his flank failed. Yeah, set up trade as well, though. Who might soon be in the waste bin, though? So many onagers by Pete. 3-1 for the C team. Oh my god. Great raid by Boo. Trying to salvage the situation. Yeoman needs to come over here. Yeah, Yeoman is coming over there now. But Yeoman also needs to be here. And the situation feels so tough as a pocket. Oof, 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 oof. Big oof for Germany. For Great Britain B. Losing with Huns, Tatars and Teutons. Against a lineup that included Mapuche. But they got buffed. They have a better berry bonus now. Because I think this is over. Burning everywhere for Great Britain B. If they can stabilize, they still have the better civs. Need some clear ups though. Legend, Yeoman is trying for one. Selling out for the traps. You need to jump on the SO here. Okay, King Boo's jumping on the SO from the other side. Did you losing his SO mask? That is a start. On the right side though, Wildebeest and Happytheandy's push is still swinging far away from the trade. The only positive thing on that side for the C team, for the B team. Legend isn't even really building back, right? He's one castle here, trying to build back some siege workshops now. Legend on 60 pop. King Boo still has decent population. Legend asking for res a lot. Should ask the other team perhaps. And Boo's losing his base as well, and that's above the trade. I think that was kind of Keller's point, Eisen. Looks like GVB's GVW, GV washed. Wasted. Well, maybe both. Didn't know Xardas was German, but he is. He was even ready to play in Silver League, but... Anyways, let's not get into that. What is Andy doing with his trebuchets? Maybe the micro waste bin thing about Happytheandy wasn't so incorrect after all. Well, the beast doing the same. I mean, they will claim thanks to E probably. But these trebuchets desperately want to identify as rams. And therefore getting flattened. That slows down the C-team's push over here. Pete actually using the majority of his traps at least. Trying to use the others now, but not many have it is. So Yeoman is playing his heart out here, but man, like, what can he do? His flags are not providing. He's getting some nice clear-ups on the sides, really. Well, an unfortunate game for Yeoman to play in this series. So kind of fighting alone here versus 2 on the right side. His Legend is still around 70 pop and with 9 army. This is the long side though. They could get into a trade here pretty quickly, but I guess you don't want to risk the push. Castle falls, so Boo defends a little bit, loses the trebuchet though. Legend did all his booming in one game. Yeah, the booming was not that big of an issue. The start in this game was a big issue. I think the lack of boom also isn't the main part here. Some trebuchets have remembered that they're trebuchets. Take out another castle of Legend. Yeoman's eco also isn't that big. Normally Huns don't need that big of an eco. But if you're the only player with an army, you tend to lose a lot regardless. And Mapucha, like, Bolas Riders are low-key just good against Hun Pocket. Like, the Bolas Riders counter all the units that the Huns make. I will go to live here. Ayo Legion! Did Boo make Mapuche would have cooked even harder if it was Tata flank? Well, Mapuche wasn't cooked, Mapuche was cooking, and the C team is getting a 3-1 lead over the B team. Holy darn. And it's only the captain to blame here. Well, I mean, Tatars could do a little better against Teuton, so well played to Pete. But the right side was just fully Titanic, right? And really nicely done by Happytheandy. The start for him was even rough, right? He lost 2 villagers. But then punished the absolute overconfidential greed by Legend very well. GG. Congratulations, strong performance for Great Britain C. I guess since it's 3-1, we can do one more and then play the set. Promised Xardas we would start at 10, but... Finish the cast, but Xardas would get angry at me. I'll be right back. If it's a full reverse now, right? It would take very long. I'll be right back with the next game though. I'm back. Everybody's in the lobby. We're going to Golden Lakes. As the B team lost their home map. Everybody losing their home maps again, guys. We've seen this before. Did I read Squirrel? Good entry, Squirrel. Outcrop and Kawasan. There would be the remaining maps after. Match point for the C team, however. So Great Britain B will need to bring out their heavy hitters now. But do you really want to play Persians on Golden Lakes? Well, they have Gujaras here, right? Gujaras, Japanese maybe. And then maybe something I can rush on the other side. Not much rush sieves left though. Maybe Huns. They still have Huns actually. Yeah, Hun flank, Gojara pocket, Japanese flank. I think that would make sense for the B team. And the C team? I don't have fast enough sieves. I think you do a throwaway matchup here. Because you have 3 match points. Okay, let me get another March or two. I'm back. They seem to be still thinking. What serves do you guys expect on Golden Lakes? Oh no, Xardas went live. I thought he would check my stream. Oh. Yeah, that started, so. Let's go. Maybe CT wins. S6! S6 Kitans are minions. Yeah, they're doing a throwaway one. Welcome to game 4, match point for the C team of Great Britain. Wildebeest is playing as the Aztec Pocket. Khitan flank for Pete. And on the other side, Happytheandy with the Armenians. So they are going kind of full throwaways here. The Armenians with Seadram now will fight against the Georgians of Legend. King Boo is playing as the Turk flank. And we've got the... Pocket as the Persians. So all in invest for the B team against no investment at all for the C team. Happytheandy lost a bit with the Armenians. Aztec Monk's gonna dominate Persians. Insane big brain play. Well, if it's a pocket matchup, are we seeing Monks? We saw one monastery opening already. Wildebeest is opening Eagles, so I think the theory here is Eagles and Step Lancers for the double rush on to the side of the Khitans, therefore against the Turks. I know, it's all I've been talking about. Legend is rushing on the left side. With champions. My opponent said I should finish the cast though, but I promised the caster. It doesn't make sense to think about it we can think about it after this game. Fire Lancers. Fire Lancers. Why are we always playing Fire Lancers with Khitans? Guys, Fire Lancers are not a unit for Khitans in Deathmatch. You play Step Lancers and Camels, and then into Rocket Cart's unique unit. Savar doing a lot of damage here. DOOF is finally playing again. DOOF might make the B team a bit stronger, yeah? I mean, Yeoman did fine though. So maybe DOOF should play flank? I don't know. We've got Jaguar Warriors out again. The infantry fights. That's relatively nice for Happytheandy here. Forward cast for Legend. Onto the pond. Happytheandy using the pond. Pete and King Boo both are on this pond. So we have a water fight on Golden Lakes. Not something we see that often. Just an even water fight with both people docking, right? Instead of like it's a sneak dock or an attack or something. And we've got a lot of heavy camels. And Savar rushing forward for DOOF. So Pete has some problems. I mean, the Persian flank should be pretty unstoppable here. Legend even sending some Monaspa to that side now? Or I'm not sure where they're going. Yeah, Monaspa even forward here. They're tripling the Khitan now. So Monaspa are here, Cav Archers are here, and Elephants are here, all for the B team. Looking to quickly bring the score to 3-2. No, we're supposed to play a specialist set. I thought there would be another cast of this that I could raid into if it takes too long, but apparently Mandy is not casting. Well, Pete has lost his base. Massive war elephant storm into the base. Wildebeest is still alive with the Aztecs. Massive fish ecos. Those can really help. DOOF is trying to make fish, I think. There's a base dying. There's a fight happening. But there's also this. In order to 20 fish. 22 transport ships and counting! He's got 60 transport ships, cute! Screenshot everybody! GG Cole! Circus ring! Transport ships OP. I was faster. No! Aurico was similarly fast. Erica was a little bit faster, but we did a very different style of screenshotting it, so yeah, it works. Well, transport ships unbeatable for Great Britain B. DOOF with the transport domination. It was actually a bit with the domination, right? Elephants are clearing here, but yeah, well done by King Boo as well. And a legend also coming over with the triple strategy. Great Britain B takes it to 3-2. Investing a lot of their strong civilizations though. So they have used the Persians, the Turks, and the Georgians. They still have Gujarat, Huns, Japanese, so still chances for the B team. The other team though, Armenians, Aztecs, and Khitans, they did not care about Golden Lakes all too much. The B team at least takes one of their home maps and brings the set score to 3-2. You used Huns? Oh, I forgot last game, right? Maybe I didn't cross off last game, right? There was Huns, Teutons, and Tatars. And the other team was Magyars, Teutons, and Mapuche. So I hadn't crossed that off yet. Oh guys, what do I do now? Xardas will be angry, but it feels weird if at match point at 3-2 to end the cast. Should I just invite him to co-cast? I guess I ask him that, because he needs to do something, right? Because he went live now, I feel bad. Oh, he did watch party until his head starts, so I guess he's already ready for that. You can hop on? No, I don't need a co-cast. I was just specifically offering Xardas something to do while he waits for my set to start. Because he went live, thinking about that my cast would end. And then I'm supposed to play Specialist Cup right after. We're going to Outcrop next. Great Britain sees home map. I guess Xardas can listen to me as well if he's doing watch parties. Outcrop. Jaras and Japanese are there. But the issue is, you still need to use 6 civilizations here. So you need to play as Great Britain B. Either Incas or Burgund. I guess you can play Burgundians and Italians, right? And you leave out Maya, Inca, and Shu. Khitans, I think you do play. But they don't have flank civs any longer, right? They have only Japanese is the only flank civilization. You can play Gujaras as flank. Gujaras and flank on Kawasan makes sense, but Outcrop is kind of tough for them, right? And the other teams still has Bohemians and Mongols. And Bulgarians! Oh boy, this will be really hard to win an Outcrop. We're basically restreaming right now. I mean, we could co-cast as well for the remainder of this set. I don't want to tap out on the, like, match point and the games have been quick. That would feel odd and later to cast a wreck. That's why I kind of messaged you, but if you want to restream me, that's cool as well. I'm absolutely welcome. And then Plotter is happy to wait until the set's over. Didn't change hotkeys ever? Yeah, DOOF. Nice transports, man. Nice transports. That was sick. Fucking UKB with stick, come on. Oh, they were favorites, right? They were one of the favorite teams for the Silver League. They looked really good and they just did some major fuck-ups in this series. And now they have a really hard road into making it back, because Bohemians, Mongols and Bulgarians are still on the options for Great Britain C. And if Great Britain C stacks Outcrop, I don't see what Great Britain B can do. I think Great Britain B civilizations are fine on Kawasan. They can beat the civs of Great Britain C on Kawasan, because Great Britain C used all their good Kawasan civs already. And Gujaras, Japanese, Malians, even Italians or Khitans are good enough civs for Kawasan. But I don't really see the Outcrop lineup for the British, for the B team. UK and UK violence must end. Free Northern Ireland. Maybe if there's enough civil war in the whole UK, then Northern Ireland can claim independence. But we're down to the potential matchup game. And yeah, Shu, Khitans, Gujaras against Burmese, Bohemians, Mongols. Oh my lord. The B team will need to absolutely play their heart out if they want to have a chance at staying in the Silver League. Oh my absolute god, this is supposed to be nigh impossible civ-wise for the B team, and I don't think they had much better choices as well. Huggie has the Gujara pocket, that's the good civ they have. On the right side, they do have Legend as the Khitans. That's okay-ish, but it's pretty bad against the elephants of the Burmese for Wildebeest playing flank. Now, I like that. I like the starts more than a lot of the others on his team. On the left flank, Pete has the Bohemians, absolute powerhouse on the map, facing King Boo's Shu. And that's a horrible matchup. How do you even beat Hussite Wagons with Shu? They've got nothing. And I've got an unideal phone call timing. And I hope you can still hear me. If I'm muted, let me know. Game is muted for me, but we've got an important rush moment here for Huggie G. Killing things onto the pocket. Happytheandy! It was made pocket, but he's still struggling with the starts. Palisade walls in that villager. If Huggie would attack the palisade walls, could absolutely defeat the opposing pocket here or do like massive damage, but it's only one kill like that. So Palisade walls, not noticed that it's only Palisades, therefore working out, armor spotted still. Happytheandy having to come to support for the Mongol pocket. Maybe Huggie can carry. Huggie will need to carry this game with the Gujaras. Legend trying to rush forward with heavy camels and step lancers. You can hear? Good, good, good. Everything sounds normal. Great. Then it was just for me. And that doesn't matter much. Castle is up for the Mongols, so Happytheandy saves this one. Happytheandy versus Happytheandy with the traction trebuchets behind. Traction trebuchets trying to shoot at the Haufnitzer. Haufnitzer attempting to dance. Pete versus King Boo. This is crucial. If the C team wins this, they are in the semifinals. And even more importantly, probably, they can say they beat the B team. The Haufnitzer is getting nice shots onto the traction traps. Now King Boo starts microing again. We have a dodgeball match on this side. At the other side, Huggie's at the middle. Huggie's trying to punish the slower Mongol. Finally gets through a Palisade brick wall and kills one of Andy's villagers. Andy getting lots of castles up, wants to play Mangadai. Siege kind of often the better unit. Mangadai plus elephants though can be a deadly combination. Burmese with Mongols. That's what they're aiming for on the right flank, while the Bohemians can play alone. Pretty much fine, especially against the Shu. So King Boo has his work cut out for him here. Huggie now finding some damage onto Wildebeest as well. So Huggie with the pocket, finding some nice raids on land pocket. Huggie seems a lot stronger, killing villagers onto this castle as well. 10 eco kills for Huggie, so decent start for the carry sieve for Great Britain B in this matchup. Elephant Archer transition now being prepared in the middle. Elephant Archers with what though? Don't really feel like they have much synergy with either the Khitans, Camel Trebuchets, or with the Shu Traction Trebuchets, I suppose. Shu is not Fire Archers? No, Shu is White Feather Guard and better archers than Fire Archers. Fire Archers are extremely bad in post-imp. A good early imp, that's it. The Shu Arbalesters are probably a lot better than Fire Archers, but they're still Arbalesters, and Arbalesters are also not great in DM. And the Hussite Wagon should just completely win this on this side, so Huggie and Legend kind of need to make it happen over here, but like Khitans with Cav Archer, Fire Lancer, that's also not a comp I like from them. Mounted Trebuchets I really don't like here either. We in Winchester might disagree, but make rocket cards! Your best unit. There's some rocket cards for Legend. Elephant plus Mangadai is forming though for Happytheandy and Wildebeest. And how do you stop this? And how do you stop this? I don't think the B team can stop any of these. The Canyon Lake game was the crucial one. I think if Great Britain B wins Canyon Lake, they win the series. They have better sieves left now for Kawasan. But this matchup just feels too hard. Huggie's trying his utmost. He has how many eco kills now? 12 eco kills, killing some more there, which isn't that impressive. If you look at the end of the game, but it was some nice early eco kills. King Boo, maybe he can eternally micro with the traction trebuchets and hold. But there's still then Mongols versus Bohemians on the right side. Wildebeest out of rest though. Wasted a lot of his Phantos. Oh boy, without a meat shield, is there a chance for the B team? Huggie has good control in the middle. Pocket versus pocket matchup should be a good one for Gujaras. You can also spam like their mix of camels and riders onto the Mangadai. Huggie going with mainly the riders alone. Those can't die to Happytheandy as they do. Good Happytheandy as well for the Burmese. Therefore filling an important gap in the tech tree for the Mongol. So Burmese and Mongols have really nice symmetry, even though there's not much on the field for the Burmese. Huggie with the raids delaying Wildebeest's eco is kind of helping Legend stabilize. Trade being set up on both sides. One of the latest chronological sieves versus the earliest. Is Shu the earliest? Aren't Shu, Wei and Wu like same time? But yeah, Bohemian's certainly one of the latest with the Hassad reforms, etc. Auflitze! Auflitze! In shambles! King Boo! OP! No way! No way! No frigging way King Boo wins this with Shu! Absolute Titanic by Pete, King Boo, and Huggie now with the Elephant Archer support. Is it looking good on the side with the traction, with the Shu versus the Bohemians? What the hell is happening? What the hell is happening? The Shu are winning! Oh what? Huggie coming to support. Huggie is running around everywhere as well. Legend is being pushed by the Mongols and by the siege of the Burmese. But Boo is looking to be the hero the Great Britain be needed. He is killing castles forward with the Shu. Shu first, ask questions later. I guess that answers the question that they are the earliest chronological civ as well. Because we Shu first. And we're all out of gum or something. Huggie too much eco. Yeah, that's true. But the bigger storyline is the Shu beating the Bohemians. Who knew this? Someone on Team Great Britain be overbooming is really not news in this series. Shu beating Bohemians feels like bigger news. Nice dodges. Obviously I jinxed King Boo. Who is gaming? Legend is being gamed on, but not as hard as this is pretty normal. Does Wildebeest finally have some eco? Yeah, eco setup now looking better for Wildebeest. So if they get the elephants back in front of the Mangudai C team, should still be winning on the right side of the map. And Heat is stabilizing. Huggie needs more army on the field. Now 166. Oh, more overbooming being done. Legend, is he dead? Legend looks... His pop is fine. He's fully popped. Overboomed as well. I think he's just not finding a comp. And there isn't really a comp against Burmese Mongol. If the Burmese actually get army out. Which they are doing good champions. I don't know. Let's use the rest for elephants, Wildebeest. He brought 3 teams to end up like this. Well, one is gonna make it to a semi-final. The C team, actually. We'll go for a rocket card and Sling Gojara. Well, only for Huggie to make 22 military, but in general, yeah. That's 2 advanced strategies, though, for these teams. They are happy if they have 180 villagers. Nice shots by Boo. Guitar saving bad food on 9, 8. He's heading trade. He's heading trade. He's heading trade. 6 army, 14 army, 174 villagers, still villagers in queue, still trade cards in queue. I can't look, guys. You don't have civs left, Ryder. Legend threw all their good civs with a 5 villager forward castle with Teutons. It's obviously slinging the worst civ. Is he slinging? Huggie's slinging to Legend, yes. The good Jawas are slinging the others. Legend also has 160 villagers, no! I can't! They're going 500 villagers again. Only King Boo has a reasonable army, and he's the frigging Shu. He has the most useless army in DM overall. I think the Armenian army is better than the Shu one. No, CTRM. But he's the only one making any. Hi, Zayu. I think they thought GVC wasn't going to go all in this game, yes. But I think it made total sense for GVC to go all in this game. Because their sieves, the sieves that GVB had left were way better for Kawasan. And GVC had the sieves to end it on Outcrop. This was absolutely the right call by GVC to bring the powerhouse sieve combination that they're doing here in this game. Really like that decision by Great Britain C. Yeah, they could have maybe done something else. What else did they have for land? They had Burgundians left or Incas? If you want to use Japan and Malians on Game 5, Kawasan. Could have been Burgundians, I guess. Elephants are raiding. The Shu are pushing again. King Wu is trying. Has Elephant Archer support by Huggie. Huggie has now 35 army. And Legend 38. What is Legend's 38 army though? Fire Lancer, Cav Archers. Legend, you're not an RMer. Why are you playing all these RMer comps? You're supposed to play unique unit rocket card with Ketards, man. Later the game was. They could choose not to play Shu at all? Yeah, of course. But like Burgundians is better. They should pick Burgundians. I mean, who's making the Shu work? We can't argue with that. The Shu are fine. Well, no, it's not in one stable. He's just overboomed. They are cute in all the stables, but in a mix. But he doesn't have pop for them. Burgundians will die to women's faster. Apparently, I don't think this is supposed to be happening. But King Boo's playing now Schufel. He's playing Schufel, White Feather Guards and Rams. I mean, they have Siege Ram. That's good, right? Always good against Bohemians. Is Boo actually winning this game? I think it's like over. Looking at the other side, looking at like the overbooms, etc. Legend has lost the villages now, though. But then I look at Boo, and Boo is kind of dominating. With Shu. Maybe Maida, etc. and Aurico are just underestimating the power of the Shu. Or the power of the Boo. Or the power of the Boo Shu. Face trade, yeah, the Bohemian Pete is losing. Pete is losing. They're pretty much 1v1 here. Huggie was there a bit as well. So Huggie's free to go over here and stop the advances of the other team. Where are the Mangudai? The Mangudai are coming over to help. Oh, if the Mangudai clear the attraction traps though. If the Mangudai clear the attraction traps, this push is over really fast. Siege Onagers coming as well. Finally some more Siege Onagers out of Happytheandy, and Andy clears up the Shu push. Half the base lost though for Pete, but he still has on pop cap. And on the other side, Legend is very close to losing the trade. Elephant Mars is in place for wildbeast. Happytheandy slinging Pete kind of bit back into the game, but Pete actually doesn't need any sling. He has 7k gold! 7k gold! And it's being slung! Resource management for the C team, not optimal. It looks like they're doing it. Zardos and Plotter in shambles if this goes to game 7. Zardos in shambles, I think. I don't know if Plotter cares that much. I don't think it will go to game 7 though. Whose push is cleared? The Aaron by making it into a trade. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, it was always gonna be a rough one. They gave themselves a chance in this game, especially with how mighty Boo played. Huggie did well until the overboom. Legend didn't really find his footing with the Khitans, but it's also very hard against Mongols and Burmese. And the Civs were just very different. Even if Boo is beasting it with the Shu, they still have two other strong Civs on the opposing team. And the Elephants are in the trade. And it looks like Great Britain C, after having the hardest group in the main event with Japan, Russia and Sweden, are going to make a hero run for it in the Silver League, beating their own nation's B team. And he could walk into a trade? Yeah, the Mangudai could definitely come here. Why are we making Step Lancers? I've got no clue. The Mangudai are just fighting on the other side. We're very worried about the Shu. Heavy camels of Huggie are trying to save the day. Well, the Hitman, the thing is, these teams set 18 GMT and started at 19 GMT. I'm only delayed by as much as the start of this set was delayed. Wrong chat? Well, I heard it's a restream, so I guess the answer still reached. Mongols don't really need to be over here, I feel. But I think Wildebeest is doing it alone. Yeah, everybody wants to see Mangudai on the trade. Are they coming? Something is coming here? No, it's Huggie raiding. Who's at 150 villagers now. I really don't find much in terms of army. I mean, there's the slow push here with one trebuchet. Cap ramp for Wildebeest going into the trade. King Boo, the forward castle here, was thinking about some shenanigans. Pete is defending that though. And Mangudai and Bohemians for Pete lining up against the Phantos. Huggie fighting on this side a lot. They want to have a counter-offensive, but that means no support for Legend. And the trade line is going down. Does Huggie need to be here? I guess the other pocket is here. But Huggie kind of needs to be here. Aaron Buyer in the trade, I guess. Poor man's Mangudai trade rate can be an Aaron Buyer trade rate? Should be enough, honestly. Oh, well, tough one. Tough one. Canyon Lake, the crucial game here. This game they tried, but Civilization's probably too much. And well done by Happytheandy and Wildebeest. Especially by Wildebeest here this game. Wildebeest kind of lost a lot of army early, but then replenished nicely. Pete had some problems this game. But King Boo, not OP enough to make the Shu work. It's also at 150 villagers now, and I don't see much support coming Legend's way. Legend just trickling infantry into the Arambai. And the legendary move on Canyon Lake costs Great Britain B the Silver League. Cost them the entries in the semis. They were really competitive in their main event group. Great Britain C got clapped, but they had a super hard group. And now Great Britain C able to show what they are capable of. Like David versus Goliath, only this time David won. GG called. King Boo taps out. Great Britain C makes the British upset and beats the B team. 1 5-villager castle was enough. And a beastly performance by Wildebeest, Pete, and Happytheandy. brings them to the semi-finals. Congratulations to Great Britain C.